Yep, it has begun. Anyway, fair use, fair use. This video is based is for educational purposes only, commentary and news reporting. We're not trying to get any money off of it or anything like that. So I was just using the information that I found on this person's channel simply for news reporting. Um, I find it very interesting. There's nothing we could do about it, but I'm trying to see what we can do about letting as many people know about what these devils are up to. And yep, fair use, fair use, based on the copyright statute of 1976, institutes fair use. As a matter of fact, let's go get fair use right quick. Where is it at? Boom. Fair use disclaimer. Read it ourselves. Fair use copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Okay. This site is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Okay. Alrighty. So let's get back over here to
Here in India, I think it's 1 billion people have digital ID. It's been taken up on a voluntary basis in huge numbers, not least because it means that you can access your own money, make payments so much more easily than is available with others. So I think now we need to go out and make that case of the huge benefits that this will bring. There needs to be a national debate about it, and I think that the more people see the benefits that come with this, the more, as has happened in other countries, people say that will make my life easier, and therefore I want to get on with it.
They say digital ID is the linchpin of the United Nations push for a global surveillance state. Indeed, Australia was one of 193 countries that signed up last year, under Penny Wong and Anthony Albanese, to the United Nations' insidious Pact for the Future, a non-binding pact which says signatory countries will, quote, develop and decide on a set of safeguards for inclusive, responsible, safe, secure, and user-centered digital public infrastructure that can be implemented in different contexts, end of quote. The Chinese mouthpiece, the Global Times, praised the pact.
Individual is more powerful than the state. Here, people like Starmer, they want the state to make sure that individuals know that the state is more powerful than them, and they can stick that idea, that notion, where the sun don't shine, as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely, very well said. I mean, what they want to do is actually own us, manipulate us, and control every single thing we do. And it isn't just these ID cards, although that's the biggest symbol of their authoritarianism. It's other things like this obsession with giving children breakfast, and free breakfast for everybody.
Yes, and they're not free, of course. We're paying for them.
They're not free because we're paying for them. But what that is doing, children, if they're being fed by the state, then children will have allegiance to the state. They will not have allegiance to their parents. The people who go along with this kind of stuff, and the people who go along with these cards, they are just giving away their souls to the state, and nothing is free. Like you say, those meals aren't free, but also these cards, nothing is free. They own you, and they will manipulate you, and they will curtail your activities. They will, if you are doing things they do not like, then they will punish you. We are heading to 1984. We're heading to Orwell's an Orwellian dystopia, and people, yes, people are angry about it, but as I said before, Kev, they're not angry enough. We should be absolutely terrified at this, and from terror and fear should come real anger and a desire to do something about it.
All that I can hope, all that we can hope, Philip, is that just as when Tony Blair tried this assault on our freedom back in the early noughties, he was so stunned by the level of public protest that he dropped the idea. Hopefully, hoping against hope, this government will take the same hint and get rid of them. But you talk about the state control. Don't forget, we have an official system in this country where the government backs teachers who keep secrets about their pupils from the pupils' parents.
Here's digital ID opponent Whitney Webb warning that the WEF, the World Economic Forum, are desperate for public-private partnerships linked to digital IDs.
Essentially, what this public-private partnership that the WEF is pushing for is for every person's access to the internet to be tied to a digital ID or a government-issued ID, but presumably a digital ID, just because of where government-issued ID programs are all going, essentially, around the world.
Now, many skeptics warn that a digital ID is the end of democracy as we know it and an irreversible step into a dystopian future of, firstly, no cash, just a digital currency controlled by governments, potentially leading to a Chinese-style social credit system where government has the ability to control and restrict every single aspect of your lives, from where you go, how you travel, your health care, what you eat, control over your spending habits, a veto over your job prospects, and so on. Here's digital ID and digital currency skeptic and former Wall Street investment banker, by the way, so she knows of what she speaks, Catherine Austin Fitz.
Programmable money doesn't click in and work well unless you've got everybody on the grid. You need to be able to track them. You need to be able to watch their behavior. You need to be able to influence their behavior. And then you've got complete control. And that is not just wearables. That is not just an Internet of Bodies. That is a coup d'etat. That is the end of human liberty in the West.
On your screen is the World Economic Forum's graph on how a digital ID is central to controlling every part of an individual's life. Financial services, food and sustainability, travel and mobility, e-commerce, social media and telecommunications, it's all there. And of course, every aspect of your healthcare. And what would that look like? Here's CEO of Pfizer speaking not long ago at the World Economic Forum, the WEF, for example, boasting about the latest pharmaceutical digital technology.
Basically biological chip that it is in the tablet. And once you take the tablet and dissolves into your stomach, sends a signal that you took the tablet.
Are they kidding? Digital ID schemes potentially give absolute powers of surveillance and control over every aspect of your life to unelected bureaucrats, unscrupulous politicians, and greedy governments and corporations. If you don't think future authoritarian governments of whatever persuasion won't use these powers ruthlessly and mercilessly, then you must have been fast asleep during COVID QR codes and vaccine mandates.
I believe that over time, facial age estimation, liveness tests, and other forms of age assurance will become normalized as well. Different people at different ages will have different levels of comfort with things like taking selfies or using biometrics or even digital ID. It really varies.
The Chinese mouthpiece, the Global Times, praised the pact, which should be reason enough in itself to run a mile from it. Gushing, quote, "As we enter a new era, we face the significant question of what kind of a world we should build and how to build it," end of quote. China has provided an answer, constructing a community with a shared future for mankind, end of quote. Okay, well, we've seen that future that China is so keen to impose on the rest of us, and it's an absolute horror show.
A good score brings benefits, but people with low scores lose rights. The cinema names and shames people considered untrustworthy, plastering their details, even their addresses, across big screens. The Supreme Court has created a blacklist for so-called bad citizens, those whose ratings have dropped to zero. On it are companies, but also 23 million people to date.
M.O.T.B is a former Silicon Valley video and camera design whiz kid. He's now turned whistleblower on the dangers of where big tech, along with big government, want to take us.
Facial recognition will be used to unlock your digital identity, which is going to be a tool of control for the agendas that are coming down the pipeline.
Elements of that control are already with us.
Alexa, good morning. Good morning.
You are never alone in your home, and this is why. All your devices at home and all smart appliances, they are all connected on a wireless network. When you leave your home, all modern vehicles are connected to the internet, so your automobile is being tracked all the time. When you're going under a string of smart LED poles and smart LED lights on the highway and in the streets of your towns and cities, those form a wireless network and are tracking your vehicle. They're tracking all the devices on you, from smartphones to smartwatches when you're walking on the streets. So data is being collected 24/7 continuously on every human being whenever you are within these wireless networks.
If M.O.T.B is correct, much of the dystopian technology to track and surveil us is already in place.
So, if it's already in place, then that's it. But let's show them. I'm going to show you what exactly the M.O.T.B would look like. All right. Give you an idea of what's going on. This is the form and what the digital identification is going to look like. Okay, that's what it's going to look like. Just thought I'd tell you. Okay, they're already working on the brain chip interface. They've already got several thousand individuals that have already taken this thing. In order to make them, quadriplegics, individuals that have been paralyzed from the neck down and can't move anything, have undergone the brain chip interface, BCI, implantation in their brain in order to still interact digitally with the outside world and to interact socially on social media. They've already done all of this. Okay. And they find it successful. So what they want to do is they want everybody in the world. Okay. But this is the forms. These are the two forms mainly. What they want that the digital ID is going to partake in. Right now it's going to cards. Then it's going to be in your telephone. Then it wants to be in you. And they're running out of time because the Son of the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, is on his way back to destroy them. Right. So all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Kakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for pushing 100% truth, who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom. This is Matazah Lacham. Okay. I seen this video. I was watching it this morning from the dude Jason A. And I thought that I'd bring some light to what's actually going on with it, right? Right, here we go. Revelation chapter 13, verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. And one of the miracles, one of these so-called miracles is being able to make an individual, a quadriplegic, move. Okay. Right. Now, this miracle, the word miracle, is Semayan, I think it is.
Strong's G, 4592, Semayan.
Okay. And it's a sign, a mark, a token that by which a person or thing is distinguished from others and is known, right? So that thing which is going to distinguish you from others is a particular barcode number that's going to be implanted in each individual chip. This individual barcode number is 603 score and 6. Okay, and what this barcode number does is it's going to be connected to the cloud, connected to your specific DNA marker, your biometrics, uh, like I just showed you. Okay, let's go and get you another another look at it from a different perspective. If I can find it, I should be in here. Salakia, if I'm taking too long. Alrighty, let's get you a different idea. Okay, now they want to implant it in your hand, but what it has, these are all of the 666, all pertain to the number of a man, because a man was created on the sixth day, right? Now, you have your medical records, okay, and your medical insurance. You have the digital identification as to who you are, and then it has all of your monetary compensation, universal basic income, or whatever have you, that you get paid for on your job. That's what the three lines go to. All pertain to the number of a man. All right. Now, it's a sign, a mark, a token by that which a person or thing is distinguished from others and is known. A sign, a prodigy, a portent, i.e., an unusual occurrence transcending the common course of nature. And this transcends the common course of nature because it's not natural. It's unnatural for you to have a digital device implanted underneath your skin subcutaneously, right? Signs of portending remarkable events soon to happen. Okay? Yeah, soon to happen. It's going to soon happen. Of miracles and wonders by which the Most High authenticates men sent by him, or by which men prove that the cause they are pleading is God's. Okay. Okay, so an indication, especially ceremonially or supernaturally. You see? So yeah, I just thought I'd throw that in there. Let you see what was going on with these lunatics, because they're serious about this shit. Okay? And Revelation chapter 13, verse 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles by which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which he had the wound by the sword and did live. Now this image is the system, the beast infrastructure that they're using in order for you. And in the video, the image or the infrastructure of the beast system was explained. Street lights, okay, that are keeping track of you, all of your normal, regular household appliances that are tracking you, watching you sleep at night, listening to every word you say, even your toaster. If it's got your toaster, your coffee maker, your microwave, your everything has a microphone built in it. Okay? And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And how it's set up in China with the social credit scores, like they showed you, was that it would be set up by draconian law. It would be mandated, it's mandatory that you have to have this in order to participate in a cashless society. Okay, that's how it speaks. And then it causes you you don't have a choice. As many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, meaning that you would be kicked out of the society. Okay, it doesn't have to summarily kill you right away, but it would kick you out of society. You won't be able to participate, buy or sell anything. You won't be able to buy your children food, get discounts or anything, purchase a car, gas for your vehicle, nothing. Okay? And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And I just showed you a picture of what it looks like, right? And that no man might buy or sell save that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. I just showed you the three aspects of what entails 603 score and six, which all pertain to the number of a man. Okay? Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and six. So it was just a quick video, just to let you know that these Edomites are going to go ahead with this madness, and expect your banking systems to shut down. One day you're going to try to go and get money from your bank. Your banking institution is closed. You better expect that shit. Okay? You try to get some 401k plan money from your job, they'll be able to stop you from taking out and taking a penalty against your retirement money to help you pay your bills. They're going to stop you if they haven't done it already. Okay? Hell, they stopped my old lady from trying to get some of her 401k money, saying that it's illegal now. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Okay? I took my 401k money out way back in 2022. Fuck them. You ain't getting a dime of my money. Okay? I was listening to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone to teach me this truth, and I followed their example. That's all I did. Just took the money out and spent it on whatever I needed. Generators, water, medicines, first aid kits, whatever I may have needed. Extra clothes for the kids, whatever. And all we can do is hope for the sure mercies of David. That's all we got. Anyway, but yeah, this is what's going to happen to you if you do take it. Okay? Because they're not telling you they're telling you the good side, the upside, but they're not telling you downside. Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the image of the beast, meaning if you participate in their cashless society, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. I just showed you an image of what the forehead, the brain chip interface, and in your hand would look like. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. How are you going to be tormented? You're going to be left here and melted by the Most High God in the day that these Edomite evangelical Christians called the rapture. Okay? The word rapture isn't there. But in that day, the Most High is only coming one time. There's not going to be a third rapture, a second rapture, all this other bullshit. No. He's coming one time, and he's only coming for his elect. He's not coming for everybody. Okay? He's only coming back for those individuals that are Israelites according to the flesh. And he's not coming back for spiritual Israelites. Okay? He's coming back for Israelites that have been scattered, that have been scattered amongst the heathen nations. Okay? The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and which is indignation means righteous anger and hatred. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Right? Verse 12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahweh Shai. Okay? Now let's go over here to Revelation chapter 16, verse 2. Right? And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and a noisome and grievous sore fell upon, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. NLT. So the first angel left the temple and poured out his bowl on the earth, and horrible and malignant sores broke out on everyone who had the mark of the beast and who worshipped his statue, or basically who participated in the cashless society. Okay? This is a bad idea, people. Okay? You better be spiritually ready to go home to be with the Lord, because that's basically where this is where this thing is going. Okay? Let's go over here to Revelation chapter 20, right? Verse 4. And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, and for the word of Yahweh, which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach Yahushai 1,000 years. But the rest of the dead, those individuals that did take the chip, right? But the rest of the dead lived not again until the 1,000 years were finished. During this 1,000 years, Esau, Edom, and the nations that oppressed everybody in the world, forcing them to take this mark where they were deceived in saying it was a good thing, and they believed it. Those individuals won't come back until the kingdom of heaven has been set up here on the earth. Okay? This is the first resurrection. Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection. On such the second death hath no power. But they shall be priests of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and of Hamashiach Yahushai, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. Okay? So, that's where we're at. Okay? Let's go over here to Isaiah chapter 36, verse 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, right? Whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. Okay? And the Pharaoh, king of Egypt in this time and day and age is Agent Orange, Donald Trump, the cruel Lord. Okay? Isaiah chapter 19. Verse 4. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts. Right? I will hand Egypt over to a hard, cruel master. A fierce king will rule them, says the Lord of hosts of heaven's armies. See what I'm saying? So, this cruel Lord is in charge of world democracy, right? And all the heathen nations are in on it. China, Russia, what was it said? Pretty much all of the BRICS nations, and EU and NATO is starting to push it. Those were the individuals that started the video off at the beginning. Okay, making it mandatory in order to receive payment from your job. You have to have a digital ID before you can get paid on your job, or to get a job, or to prove that you're a citizen. And it's all about being a global citizen. It is no longer about you being an individual. You have to be part of the collective now. It's a hive mind setup a hive mind ideology that they're trying to set up. So this way, everybody will be treated across the board the same. The rich are rich and the poor are poor. Ain't going to be no middle class. And if there is a middle class, they're slaves. And if you bitch, whine, complain about it, they'll just shut off your chip. And you can't buy, you can't sell. And this is how it says in the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 15, that those that refuse to worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay? They'll starve you to death. You can't buy, you can't sell, you can't do anything. It's total control of the people. And that's what the video is about. So, all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rahawah Kakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.